He didn't mention the study. Not that night. Not in the morning. He made breakfast like nothing had happened. Eggs, done exactly right. Coffee, the temperature I prefer. Toast, cut the way I like it. Every detail precise. Every detail a reminder. I know you, Nora. I know everything about you. He looked at me over the table. You look tired, he said. Not with concern, with assessment. The way a doctor looks at a patient. The way an engineer looks at a structure that's showing stress. I can fix that, he said. Fix. The word sat in my chest all morning. I smiled. I said I was fine. I drank the coffee, and I waited. He left after breakfast, client meeting in the city. He kissed my cheek, said he'd be back by 6. I sat on the sofa for exactly 4 minutes after the door closed. Then I got up. The study door was unlocked. I need you to understand that. He left it unlocked. Whether that was careless or deliberate, I still don't know. Maybe both. Maybe he wanted me to look. Maybe he wanted to see what I'd do with what I found. The notice board was the same as the night before. 3 women, 3 sets of notes. But in the daylight, with time, with steadiness, I looked harder. The photographs were professional quality, shot from a distance but sharp, someone who knew what they were doing, or someone with very good equipment and a lot of patience. The first woman had dark hair cut short, strong jaw. The notes beneath her photo covered 4 index cards. 2 years of observations, 2 years of careful, documented adjustment. The second woman was lighter, softer looking. Her notes were more urgent, words underlined, 1 phrase circled twice, resistant to integration. Integration. Like she was a system component, like she was supposed to slot into something already built. The third woman, the one marked failed. She looked the most like me. Same hair, same build, same eyes. I stood there for a long time looking at her, wondering what she'd done wrong, wondering what failing had looked like from the inside. Pulling out my phone, I quickly snapped some photographs, knowing I'd need the reminder. I straightened every card back to its exact position, left the room, went back to the sofa. I passed the rest of the day in a trance. I couldn't tell you where the time went to. And when Daniel came home at 6 with fresh bread and a bottle of wine, I smiled. I helped with dinner. I let him tell me about his day. And the whole time I held the knife, I thought, do you see me? Or do you see a version of someone you're building toward? I needed answers. I needed to get to the bottom of this. Enter Claire Ashworth, 34, interior designer, Daniel's friend for, as far as I could tell, about 5 years. She was the one who held my hand too long, who said finally when she met me. I texted her 3 days after the study, kept it light, said I hoped we might get to know each other better, that I'd love to grab coffee sometime. She replied in 6 minutes, too fast for someone who wasn't waiting. I'd really like that. Are you free this week? We met at a cafe in Fitzrovia. She was already there. 2 coffees ordered. She'd chosen a corner table, seats facing the door. Instinct, or habit. I filed that away too. I wasn't sure you'd come, she said. Why wouldn't I? She looked at her mug, at the table, at anywhere but me. You moved very fast, she said finally, with Daniel. It felt right, I said. She nodded slowly, the way people nod when they're deciding how honest to be. He's very attentive, she said. He is. He remembers everything. He does. She looked up. That used to seem romantic to me too, she said, something in her voice. Not bitterness, grief. The specific grief of someone who'd been fooled and survived it. There was a woman, she said, before you. Her name was Mara. She paused, chose her next words carefully. She looked a lot like you. Same eyes, same colouring, same type. Where is she now? I asked. A long pause. The cafe noise swelling around us. The particular cruelty of ordinary sounds in a moment like this. Gone, she said. 2 years ago. She just disappeared. Cut everyone off. Moved away. No forwarding address. She wrapped both hands around her mug. The official version is that she had a breakdown, that she chose to disappear. And the unofficial version? I asked. She met my eyes. I think she had to disappear, she said, to become herself again. I sat in my car for 20 minutes before I could drive. Mara, a woman who looked like me, from inside his circle, who disappeared 2 years ago. Third woman. The note. End. Failed. I pulled up the photograph on my phone, studied her face, tried to see what failing had cost her, what disappearing had saved her from. I called Daniel from the car. He picked up on the second ring. Nora. Warm. Immediate. I was just thinking about you. Of course he was. I saw Claire today, I said. I kept my voice even. Watched the rain. Silence. Half a second. Maybe less. But absolutely there. Did you? He said. Not a question. How was that? Lovely, I said. She mentioned someone. Mara. The silence this time lasted 3 full seconds. I counted. Nora, he said. His voice had changed. Still warm. Still controlled. But something beneath it. A tightening. Come home. We should talk. Not, who is Mara? Not, I can explain. Not even, are you all right? Just, come home. A summons dressed as a request, a correction dressed as concern. I stared at the rain on the glass and thought, I am not going home. Not tonight. Not yet. I went to my own flat. The one I'd barely been sleeping in. The one that had started to feel unfamiliar because I'd been spending so much time in his space, his routine, his version of what a life together should look like. I sat on my own sofa, with my own mess around me. Books I'd actually chosen. Photographs I'd actually taken. A life that was actually mine. And I opened my laptop. Mara. I searched her name combined with Daniel's surname. Found her in under 5 minutes. Old social media, dormant for 2 years. The last post dated 26 months ago. A photograph of a coastline, no caption. I scrolled back, and further back. And there she was, smiling in someone's kitchen, someone's garden, some unnamed beach. Dark hair, light eyes, the downward tilt, the lashes. My face on a stranger. Then, on her last post, buried in the comments, a single reply, left by an account with no profile picture, created the day of the post, never used again. You should have stayed, you almost had it right. Almost had what right? Almost had who right? I read it 4 times, then I closed the laptop and called Claire. What aren't you telling me? I said, a breath on the other end, long enough to be a decision. Ask him about the original, she said. The original what? Before Mara. There was someone before Mara. Ask him where it started. Ask him who Elise is. Elise. The name hit something in my chest. A vibration, like a frequency I hadn't heard before but somehow already knew. Claire, tell me what you know. I can't. Her voice dropped. If I tell you directly, he'll know it came from me, and I can't. She stopped, then quietly. Just ask him about Elise. And Nora. What? A pause. Be careful about how much you let him see. She hung up. Elise. The name didn't feel new. It felt remembered, like something just out of reach. I sat there in my flat, in my space, surrounded by things that were mine, and for the first time in weeks, it felt unfamiliar, like I'd already started to leave it behind, without noticing. My phone lit up. Daniel, calling. I didn't answer. It stopped. Then, a message. I opened it. I know you saw more than you were supposed to. No anger, no explanation, just precision. Another message. Come home. I stared at the words. At the way he phrased it. Not asking, not wondering, correcting. And suddenly, I understood something clearly. This wasn't about what I knew. It was about what he knew I knew. And if I stayed away, he would adjust. He always adjusted. If I wanted answers, real answers, I had to go back. So I picked up my keys,